How's it going, guys? It's been a couple weeks since I've gotten back with you guys on this. Actually have been working on the car, just haven't had time to sit down, edit this video, and get it out to you guys. Got a lot of stuff going on. Gotten pretty far on the motor, but what we're going to do right here is I'm going to talk about, or I'm going to show you guys kind of a time lapse of what's going on piece by piece here. This first video I'm going through, it's going to show you guys a little bit of what it took for me to get the motor out of the car. It looks like it's going to be a two-part video in order for me to get all that content to you guys. Here's part 1 of 2. So here we go, intake's off. So quite a bit done. I think tomorrow I'm gonna pick it up again. This is about it for the night. Looks like there's gonna be a couple areas I'm gonna really have a little bit of trouble with. There's those transmission cooler lines. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get those off. Gonna have to drain the transmission in order to do that. And then this whole mess of vacuum lines. Figuring that out so I could take the intake off and get this thing out of the car. So I'll pick this up tomorrow. Well, the coolant water is real nasty, so probably true that there was a blown head gasket. Here we go, radiator's out. Having a heck of a time with these little plugs here. I got to get these out because those will connect the fuse box to the engine, so I got to figure that out. Besides that, everything's going pretty well. So I've got everything unhooked on the top of the motor, and then I went underneath, disconnected the fuel line, and here's the fuel return line. Don't forget to miss that. Only other thing, got the AC lines right here, as well as the power steering, did that. Only thing is that I need to make sure that I get those heater core lines. So I'm really not going to be able to see those until I start lifting the motor out. But once I get that, I should be able to move that out. Only thing left really is I got to figure out a way to fish through the ECU wires. So that's right here. I've already undid the 2 nuts there, but I need to go inside and do the ECU, as well as, yeah, I think that's it. Throttle cables, those are off. There's 3 of them. I don't know why there's 3 of them. There was one little module here plus 2 up here. Again, don't know what they're for. Most times you only need 2, one for the cruise control and one for the throttle. So I'm not sure what that 3rd one is. All right, so now I got to figure out how I'm going to get this ECU disconnected. It seems like it's the way you kind of do it is you got to take out the glove box and all this stuff underneath it to get to it. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right, so that was a pain in the butt. Ended up fishing out the electrical wires. these little plugs right here. Oh, yeah, these little pins you got to push and pull them out. They really tear up your fingers if you're not careful. So, and then this one comes off the ECU, and it's not a regular clip. You have to actually unscrew it out of the ECU. So that was a different thing to do. And then down here, that's where the ECU came out of, and all the wiring. I ended up getting it out from there. So if you look, guys, what I ended up pulling out is I ended up pulling out the ECU. There it is right there. As well as this, which I believe this is the anti-lock brake system. Yeah. Talking point here for the day. As you can see, I took the clutch fan off, or the fan clutch off. That'll make it easier for me to pull the motor out. And then, like I was talking about earlier, looking for those coolant lines, those heater core lines. Well, here's one, and here's the other. See if I can get a better picture. There's the other. So I took the clamp off of this one because I'm not going to be able to reach it until I start pulling the motor. And then this one I took off, so that'll make that a lot easier. Moving on to the couple other things. Took the wheels off the car because I'm going to be eventually doing some suspension work. So got the wheels off. Pretty simple to do. Just a couple hits with the impact wrench, and there you go. Over here, ended up taking off the whole exhaust. So here's the Y pipe. Over here are the mufflers and the cat. So that's gonna be a little bit of a mess there, because I think I might go with some type of aftermarket catback exhaust on this car, since I was able to get all that stuff off. So I mean, pretty much I'm at a point where all I gotta do tomorrow is just hook up the engine hoist and start pulling the motor out. Do it nice and slowly, get a good tilt on it, and get this baby out. So, oh, one other thing is there's some nastiness that came out of this radiator. I'm definitely not reusing this radiator. And if you look, you can see, yeah, it was pretty nasty. It came out like almost like a kind of like a chocolate milk brown. It wasn't thick, but it was definitely pretty nasty. So I know there was some oil in the coolant. Also over here, here's the radio. So yeah, pick it up tomorrow.